What is going on, everybody? We're going to do a little reaction video, kind of a fast take on the Warhammer preview today. I want to get to the game store and get some games in. Probably going to bring the old Sons of Behemoth and some Marvel Crisis Protocol today to play with. So let's see what's new. We're not going to watch the videos. Probably just barely read through anything, but we'll do a kind of first take on... Well, let's see this. Fantastic new miniatures, first in the new line of battle tomes. Tantalizing hints. Okay. So we knew these two books were coming. Awesome. Interested in the reviews and seeing how I'm going to keep my Dominion set for a little while. I have an Ironjawz army I got that I need to build. I have a Stormcast army that I was going to add on to with Dominion. Not 100% sure on like keeping the Stormcast forever, but I'll be curious on... Basically, the thing I'm most curious about these books is the Ironjawz and this Auric Warclans, because I do have that army, and I think I want to work on them before I start painting up the Stormcast. So let's see some new Stormcast Eternals. Alright, so we got a new character. This looks like a big Thunderstrike hammer character. Awesome head. Awesome sculpt. That's a pretty epic character there. I could see people using him in 40k too as maybe like a Thunderhammer Smash Captain if those are still popular. I don't think they really are, but... Oh, I like the bearded helmet too. That's pretty cool. Great paint job. Alright, awesome. Then now it looks like we got... Knight Relictor. Okay, so a new Relictor. These guys were the ones with like the lantern. Looks like he's going to have a new relic type thing to buff with. And he's got a big club. Cool looking Stormcast. And he's painted in black robes, so I guess he's a chaplain. Okay. Great swords. The trumpet player's dumb looking. That's dumb. I don't think we need like trumpets and stuff anymore, especially not blowing them through helmets that don't have openings to put this up to your lips. Yeah, it's just a weird idea. Another thing, this one's cool. Looks like a High Elf Greatsword pose, like identical to the old High Elf Greatswords. You got the banner. The banners are looking cool. This one doing the stabby stab. She's good. More stabby stabby and swingy swingy. That's good. This guy's swords are huge on these, huh? I mean, that looks gigantic. And you got the Pee-wee slick back. You got the top knot. Wow, there's a whole bunch of them. This guy's holding his blade and admiring his work. Yeah, cool. So these look pretty darn good as far as Stormcast with swords go. I think we have beyond reached the point, though, that we don't just need more foot Stormcast with slightly different weapons. I thought the new Spearmen and Thunderstrike guys were cool, but don't forget we have all the Liberators and Sequitors and Evocators and Paladins and Retributors and Protectors and Decimators. It's really a lot of the same. So, and the problem with that, of course, having options is cool and collecting is cool, but the problem with that is there's no way that there will be reasons to take them all. So there will be winners and losers. If I had to bet money, the new ones will be the winners. Some of the old ones' rules will be the losers. And I'm talking from a rule standpoint. Sometimes, you know, there's just no reason to take one unit if there's another unit that basically does the same thing better. Looks like we got some new archer guys. Vigilers. So that's cool. So you got Judicators, Raptors, and now you got Vigilers. Looks like they're kind of your High Elf Shadow Warrior. Sword and bow. And it looks like basic... Okay. Interesting they wanted to actually put the strings on the bows. I don't know what that is. It must be some little buff thing the unit does, or it's representing some effect that the unit has. I don't think at this scale you need the strings on the bows, but they look pretty good. That looks very elfy. She's got kind of an elf hairstyle there, I would think. This guy pulling out the arrows, cool. There you go. I like these ones better. Actually shooting the bows more than the, I guess you'd say, one-handed sword and then the bow in the other hand. So these guys are going to be your sort of mediocre, well, they're not going to be mediocre, but archers that also fight in hand-to-hand. So somewhere in between your middle-range archers, it looks like. But I'm sure they'll have some cool rules. They look great. And then we got, are these more, okay, so these are, ooh, he's got a bear on his chest. That's cool. Annihilators. Should anything survive the Annihilators, we want to finish them off. Already seen some of these incredible warriors in the mini box set, but this new kit features more options, including the two-handed meteoric grand hammer. Aw, so you're going to get a special weapon that you can't get in the box set. Okay, so the ones in the box set are shield and hammer, and then these two guys have the two-handed hammer. They look cool. So we'll see what those rules are when the new codex comes out, but generally, if you could upgrade a weapon in a unit, you want to. Or I wonder if this is two different builds, like if you go with two-handed hammers or hammer and shield. I have a feeling, I know these guys are pretty tanky at a 2-up save, but it is possible that if this unit's going to be deep striking and charging in, you might just want to go all damage and build these. But we'll see how that plays out. But it might actually be two different builds for the unit, or maybe a variety of how you can equip the unit. But and that's another thing too, like, okay, so these are great, the models are great, really good helmets and faces, I like them a lot, and the armor is really cool, but they already have retributors that have the double-handed hammers. So how are these guys and retributors, when the book comes out, who's going to be the winner and who's going to be the loser? All right, so kind of expecting to see something better than that chariot. That chariot was so pathetic. I was kind of thinking we'd see the flying dragon Pegasus cavalry, but maybe there's more on the way. Be curious though, because they already showed the book. So if there's more on the way, then they better show them soon before the book comes out. Or the book leaks. We'll see when that actually comes out. All right, now we got Cruel Boys. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Friggin' awesome Swamp Boss Scumdrek. That is sweet. You got that sort of, I don't know, creeping giant Komodo dragon or iguana dinosaur. This is basically like a way better looking Lizardman Carnosaur, maybe? Or, well, I mean, the Carnosaur is actually pretty good looking. But anyway, this model is great. It's got a lot of dangly things, which, not always fun to paint, but they really capture like a horrific kind of look with these. They're kind of more set in realism than some of the other armies, which is kind of neat. And I think partially that has to do with the muted palette that they've painted them with. Once we see them painted up in bright colors, then they'll look maybe more Warhammery. But I think that's really cool. I like the kind of horror look. Oh, you can give him a helmet or no helmet. Yeah, I mean, that's a creepy monster face. And because they're actually putting in that kind of flesh tone, it gives it that, like maybe it's real. It's got these little, like, squashed ears. That's cool. The cage head orc. Cages to capture people. Wonderful. Okay, and it looks like it has an alternate build, which is the Snatch. The Snatch Boss. I feel like that's a nickname for a porn star. Sludge Raker Beast. So you got two builds. This thing is just a weird horror monster. And I think it's pretty good. So you can get a snatch boss. Okay, here we go. Now you got Grotz on. This is like basically a take on the Empire War Wagon. You got the guy with the man catcher, the netter guy. You got the Mad Max musician guy up here. They've captured a troll, some sort of crazy troll, and they're forcing it to carry him around. Obviously through means of horrific torture. Does that thing obey? And this is pretty cool. What's this thing called? Marshcrawler Slogoth. Alright, so you got some kind of monstrous. Like, I don't think these are going to be huge, but like middle range monsters. I don't know. How big do you think this is, guys? I mean, the one orc is there, so he's only about 2.5 orcs tall. So he's not. I don't know. That's cool. So this is the Grot Cruel Boy War Wagon. Oh, you know what's... this is interesting. So I'm assuming these are cool. This is not only... So these aren't Hobgrots, though, are they? When your grots need to arrive in style. Nothing about this calls these guys Hobgrots. So, are the Cruel Boys just getting normal goblins as well? I thought they were only going to really have the Hobgrots to increase their range, but these look like regular Hobgoblins. Or, regular goblins, and I don't see anything that says Hobgrot. So that's interesting. Maybe you'll be able to field this thing as well in your Gloomspite Gits and not even count as an ally. I mean, I'm sure they'll ally, but... And then you got some Cruel Boys with the little stubby toddler legs. They look better in person, but it's not great. Big, wide upper bodies and little legs is just not great looking. But besides that proportion thing, the models are really cool. So this, I guess, is your kit of them. And if you don't get the Dominion set, you can get the kit. And there'll probably be some new weapon options to go with the Vicious Tickets. Oh yeah, because the ones in the box set are spears. So these are your hand weapon shield. The other ones were spear and shield. Okay, cool. And then you got the new archer guys, Manskewer Bolt Boys, with the new Bolt Boy boss option. So you got a champion in the unit. I think if you get the Dominion set, you're going to be able to just convert this guy by putting a small banner on his back, it looks like. If that one's the champion. Besides that, I think you're going to be okay. Or just paint one slightly different. That one's your boss, just so your enemy knows which one. And whew, so many awesome kits. Alright, so lots of cool stuff coming. Happy to see it. Let's just read this part because they did say they were going to tease something here. Next steps of the new age. The new Orc War Clans and Stormcast Eternal Battle Tomes are available for pre-order in August. A third battle tome will follow these in October, something a little more chaos flavored. And this is just the beginning. There's a lot in store for the new edition. Don't forget, there's still time. So, let's jump in on this real quick. There's still remaining copies of Dominion. This did not sell out. Now, did this flop and they sold a fraction of what they thought they were going to sell? Because generally they like to, it seems like they like to sell out of these sets. This way they don't have to store them in warehouses and they get this huge, profit. This did not sell out. Like, this has been on pre-order for 2 weeks. This is a brand new edition of the game. And there are still remaining copies of the Dominion box set. So did this flop, or did they just finally catch on that they need to make, 2-3 times as many of these new kits because of the popularity? So now maybe they're actually making enough of stuff to, meet demand. And another option would be all the other kits that were selling out got more limited runs because they needed to require more time to make so many of these. They couldn't be making as many of the other kits, so they only had to do limited runs of them, and that's why they all sold out, was because they were stockpiling these to sell them for a while. So that'd be interesting. What's your take on that? let me know. I actually picked up 2 of these thinking I could easily flip one, but that's not going to be the case for a while until these things are sold out. Or I'll just get double Cruel Boys, double Stormcast, but recently I got some Iron Jaws, so not sure I need either of those armies right away. So I'll probably sit on them for a while. And there you go. Looks like, next Saturday's a 40K preview as well. All right. Oh, if you like orcs, you won't want to miss it. Okay, so they're going to show all the new Beast Snaga stuff next week, so that's cool. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I think these monster things are cool. Don't think I need any of them. I think these Stormcast guys are cool. Maybe a box of them, I don't know. I don't know if I need any of them. This guy's cool. It looks like a special character. And I'll probably be picking up this Orc War Clan book to try out the Iron Jaws if I get them built in time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you are excited about these releases at all. I could see some people falling in love with the new Cruel Boys. And obviously, if you like Stormcast, it's fun to have a lot of options. But sometimes it's a little heartbreaking if new units are very similar to older units. Like if these guys, I can't even remember what they're called, but the Vanguard guys with crossbow, pistol, and sword, like if these guys are simply just better, then you'll want to buy them instead of use your old models, which is kind of heartbreaking. If these guys are better than Protectors, if these guys are better than Retributors, so on and so forth. So yeah, they do that. I 100% think they increase power of rules for sales to try to get people who already own the models or armies to buy new. But we'll see. Let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let's go play some games. It's Saturday. Adios.